What's up? It's ObamasWeapon.com and DrRobertDuncan.com. Right now, I'm interviewing Vice. Vice UK got in touch with me. I hope that goes somewhere. You never know. I get a lot of offers. People come to me. They want to talk about this. But the skill level of the people that come to me is they don't know what to do. They don't know. They can't get an article out. Some people, they just don't understand information that's coming their way, what whistleblowers are talking about, what patents are, stuff like that. They don't know how to go to a Department of Defense website and read about stuff. But this guy, he just told me it's very important that we get an article out on this. So I have high hopes. We got a phone interview tomorrow. And today's the 4th of July. And I was just reading a fabulous article in the New York Times on demonic possession. There's a psychiatrist who believes it's all legit and real. And he helps the people claim to be possessed. And I actually believe that his practice is all legit. Now, I will describe to you what a possession actually is. Everything is in your mind, first and foremost. So, some people, they truly have multiple personalities. And there's other causes as well for demonic possession. You can have injuries and medical problems. One of the more classified types of possession is like an implant. You put an implant into somebody, and that implant's like a symbiote. It's controlling that person and making them do and say what they do. That's all real. We have that level of technology today. It's only going to get better, too, in time. We just keep pushing the envelope to perfection, to godlike powers. We're doing a lot of nanoscale, molecular scale technology today. So that's where we're actually at, where we control the human mind. Now, the other possibility for what's causing the demonic possession is if there's a satellite or a military radar beaming lasers into a person to control their mind and cellular nervous system function. Now they think they're possessed, and maybe they're possessed by something that's controlling them. That's the satellite and the radar. It's all a bunch of software. It's the military. It's law enforcement doing it. So whether it's an implant, most of the time the implants are all military. Or it's a radar or a satellite. That could be why some people are actually possessed. Today, the government is using this technology to fake possessions. And one possible way it shows up, the person thinks they're demonically possessed. And they go and they verbalize that. Or they even force to verbalize it. Something's talking through them. A fucking satellite is controlling them that well. Or a government agent is EEG cloning themselves into a person and walking around and talking through them. That's legit technology. It's been here a while. DrRobertDuncan.com covers that. Yep. But, and some people, say the very original possession was probably all done by the person in their mind. The mind is very powerful. It has a lot of diversity. A lot of things can happen. You can also have the person lies about being possessed. A lot of things can happen. That you hear these stories about possession. They could craft a fabulous story about being possessed. And they're like, oh, that's part of my whole personality and my person. Everyone looks at me as this person who has all these cool stories. Every little thing is just designed to kind of make them look kind of like a certain way, right? Some people like to have a quirky story to them, or something that's supernatural sounding or something. Yeah. Anyway, but there's a whole broad spectrum. It's all a possibility. When you're doing a scientific approach, you have to look at the whole picture, and you have to explore every option to find out what's the truth. You don't just go, oh, it's not possible. Yeah. You don't have a scientific mind if you just jump to conclusions and make presumptions. Sorry.